false reap that we've been doing from the butterfly half. And then we're probably going to have time to start attacking this arm finally, because we've basically been kind of going in a circle. We've attacked this arm, this leg, then we can go to this arm, and then we'll go to this head, and then we'll kind of have finished all of our attacks from this position. So, and the cool thing is when you're done, you can just kind of, okay, I'll attack here, I'll attack here, I'll attack here, here. Now eventually one of them should land. So, but going back to our standard kind of entry from the false reap from here, what we've been doing the whole time, pushing him down, he pushes my foot down, and I enter and invert. Okay, so we're going to start with our entry, like when we went to the backside 50-50. I'm going to invert and bring my leg here into his knee. Let's actually back up a bit so I can and turn around. Yeah. Yeah, keep going. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I want my leg here, and what we've been doing is withdrawing the knee and going into a backside 50-50. That's also not a bad option, but what I want to do is sometimes we just kind of aren't sure about we don't feel confident in our heel hooks for whatever reason, so we want to try maybe just going to the back, getting some quick points, and finishing from something we're better at. Okay, so still going to withdraw the leg, but sheltering it, coming up on his waist, pummeling inside, and now I can go to the back, start with my back attacks. Okay, so I'll show that one more time. Here from this side. So, okay, so false reap, invert, bring the foot here, and important is I'm not doing this, okay, because he could probably step out now, okay? What I'm doing is I'm trying to keep a good grip on that leg the whole time so that he can't just run away. So, let's get away from the bench a bit as well, because we're going to toss you into that. Okay, so here. Okay, and invert. So I keep my grip, detach the leg, pummel in, still have the grip on his leg, and then take a grip on the ankle here, okay? This is still a very strong grip. Try to pull your leg out. Okay? So from here, pummel the knee in. Again, try to pull your leg out. Okay, I've still got a very good grip on this leg. From here, I come up, grab the waist. Now I pummel in with the other leg, and this is the typical banana peel moment where I just kind of pick him up and kick his legs forward. And in this moment, he's off the mat, and I can pull him in.
But you must have your leg underneath his.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The main reason is I need to be able to push his legs forward.
Alright.
So, just kind of turn around here. Okay, if my leg is like this, I can't really push him forward because I'm actually blocking myself. Okay? What I need is him here. Now I can pull him up and kick those legs forward. Keeping the body locked the whole time. Gable grip, really strong, obviously. And from here, standard back attacks. Okay? You probably want to see that, right?
Yeah.
Jonas, you're Jonas, sorry. Okay, so, showing position, going in. This is standard. No. Yeah, exactly. And I'm here. like I said, my foot needs to go down to this knee right now. Invert from this and get into this position. Again, my foot is still in this knee, blocking this leg from kicking back. And I've got a good grip on this leg so that if Jonas tries to pull the leg out, it's mine. Okay, he is not getting this back. So, pull out my leg. I'm still keeping nice and tight grip here. Pummel the knee in. And again, I'm not just resting this leg on my shin, I'm actively pushing and pulling. So that again, I keep nice control over this leg. So, from here, grab the waist. Okay. Once you get that grip on his waist, again, he can run as much as you want, he just carries you with him. So the good thing is worst case scenario. Turn around. No, it's not on your knees, like from the, yeah. Worst case scenario, when I get here, let's say he starts trying to crawl really fast away from me, he just pulls me out. Either way, I take it back. Okay? So we're an odd number, so I'll just walk around. Okay, so that's kind of a bunch. We did a lot of entries. They're all on my YouTube channel. A bunch of different entries: fall sweep, enduring fall sweeps, attacks from the fall sweep. Especially for leg attacks, fall sweeps is pretty interesting because it's. I don't want to say it's a new position because there's no such thing as something new. If you're asking me, I think it's just a matter of it's not very popular, and a lot of people aren't doing it, which means when you get someone in it, they don't know how to get out necessarily because they haven't been practicing it very much. So it's kind of a nice sort of surprise situation you can get the guy in. So, okay, so we've had this arm, this leg, this leg. Now I want to start doing attacks on this arm, okay? So we've got our general position, and the good thing is from here, I'm already kind of loaded for how I want to initiate attacks on this arm. And the perfect way to start is with a shoulder crush. So bringing my opponent in and kind of pinning his shoulder to my chest. Try to pull your arm out.
No way.
Okay? Yeah. So I have a couple of attacks from here. One is a triangle, one is an armbar, one is an omoplata. I'm going to start with the armbar just because I think it's the easiest way to start. So, and my arms are already kind of configured perfectly for this. What I want to do is shove them a bit away and get my knee in here. And from here, oh yeah. It's mean. Okay? It's that sort of a variation called the Choi Bar. So, what I'm doing is crushing it in. Now, the thing is obviously if I want to attack his arm, I need to go to the elbow. Okay? So right here, this is difficult for me, so I need space, but I need to keep control at the same time. So, that's why I bring my knee in. Try to pull your arm out.
Bitte Vorsicht, ist mein kaputter.
Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. So from here, I bring the leg over, and I have actually already an armbar attack here. I don't like this one necessarily just because I can sometimes hit it, but I don't have good success with this one. But if I take my leg, feed it in here, first of all, I've got a really tight bite on his arm, on his shoulder now. I can go to his wrist and just pull out. And he's immediately tapping. Okay? Yeah.
Probably other side around.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. Thank you. Okay. So, okay, like I said, first is shoulder crushing in and pin him like this. Okay? Then bringing in the knee, but keeping this gable grip nice and tight on the arm. Okay? Try to pull your arm out. Okay? Got this nice and tight. From here, I like to put weight on his head with my foot because try to stand up, Jonas. Okay? This is, again, kind of hard for him to get away now. So, feed the leg in, and here's where I've got my nice and tight grip on his shoulder, and here's where we're going to do the right, left rule. I'm checking, don't worry. So, if I've got his right arm, I want to bring it to my right hip, and I want to push to the right, and that's where I get my tap. Okay, so it's sort of, the situation is always dependent on which hip and which direction will be dependent on which arm from him. You have the right arm, you put it on the right hip, and you push it to the right. If you have the left arm, you put it on the left hip, and you push it to the left. That's why right, left. So, okay? Anyone want to see that one more time? I think it's a pretty simple one.
Yeah, we just have to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll give this one a shot, and then I think we'll start doing some sparring. Looking good, so, So we're going to do a situation where they actually have the question of what happens if you're going for the knee in the face, and he manages to pin your foot to the ground. So, same situation, I've got a shoulder crush. I come here, and at this point, he grabs my foot and kind of pins my foot to the ground. Yeah, okay? Now it's really hard for me to pull my knee in front of him for the armbar. But, instead he gives me now Omoplata. Okay? And now, keep your hand on my foot. Because the cool thing right now is, because he's got my hand, his hand on my foot, turn around. Let's take the same position, but I just want to be able to show it on the camera. Because he's got his hand on my foot like this, he keeps his elbow open now. So now it's really hard for him to kind of escape from this. And from here, I can just kind of. Or just, yeah. Or he gives me a sweep and a pass. And by the way, I also have a bicep slicer
Yeah,
here.
that's not pleasant.
Yeah. Okay. But the main thing is I really hope your wife doesn't see these videos. Yeah, but the main thing to remember is the Omoplata entry, because once you've got him there, you have all sorts of stuff. You can be really mean once you've got him pinned in the Omoplata position. So, and the cool thing is it's really easy to grab if he's so fixed on blocking that one foot that he kind of forgets the other foot is there. So just showing the entry one more time, and then we'll drill this a bit. I think this is pretty easy. So, again, shoulder crush. I come here, and he pins that leg. I can just pop this leg out. And now I've got him here. And from here, I can do a lot of stuff. I can try to finish with a normal omoplata. I can pull the other arm out. If I wanted to be really mean, I go here to his face. Yeah. Like I said, there's lots of really evil things you can do from that position. I don't want you doing a bunch of the evil stuff right now because I will do that next week. But just wanted to show you it was there. Mainly work on the omoplata entry. And I really think personally the omoplata entry is one of the more important things. Not so much the finish with the omoplata itself. Not to say you can't ever finish anyone with an omoplata, but personally I find the omoplata is best used to chain to something else. A sweep, a guard pass, a different submission on the far arm. If I notice most of the time if I try to focus on finishing the omoplata, my opponent can normally roll out. I mean, I've not seen a lot of omoplatas being used in high-level competition, except to chain into something else. That's where I see it a lot, but when you're seeing people just kind of go in and try to finish with an omoplata, I rarely see it happen. I mean, if I'm rolling with lower belts, sometimes I'll let them grab an omoplata just to kind of play with them and see what I can do. So, it's hard to finish, personally, I think, an omoplata, especially with someone who knows how to escape it. So, but it's a really good control position if you grab the hip and just keep them there. Okay, so drill this one a bit, and then let's do some sparring.